What do you get when you mix Footloose and The Little Mermaid? You get The Little Mermaid, Ariel's Beginnings. Hello, welcome back to 52 Movies, a series on my channel where I watch and review a movie every single week. For episode 11, I'm going to be reviewing a straight-to-DVD Disney sequel. It's the third and last installment of the Little Mermaid trilogy with the subtitle of Ariel's Beginnings. So Ariel's Beginnings came out in 2008 and stars talented voice actors such as Jim Cummings, Tara Strong, and Grady Lyle, as well as Sally Field and the returning cast of Samuel E. Wright and the beloved Jodie Benson. So this movie takes place before the first movie, so a prequel, if you will. So the movie begins and the Queen dies. She is slammed into by a boat in one of the most dramatic death scenes in kid movie history. It was so dramatic. The king can't bear to hear music anymore because that was like her favorite thing. So he bans music throughout the whole kingdom forever. I will spare you all the details because that would be useless and boring, but essentially no one is happy and this ban lasts for like 10 years. Eventually King Triton sees the error of his ways and lifts the ban on music at the end of the movie. And everyone's happy. The end. Alright, so let's complain because that is what I do best. Our villain character named Marina has the exact same color palette as Ursula, and it's so distracting. I kept thinking that at the end of the movie it would be revealed that she was actually Ursula, like this is also Ursula's beginnings, or that she was related to Ursula. So I have a question. In this world, does shades of purple just automatically equal evil? And her villain song sucked. It was so boring. It reminded me of the villain song in Grandma Got Ran Over by a Reindeer. There was like a maraca. She was like shaking maracas, I think, at one point, and it reminded me of that. You know, when they're in the cabin in that movie, Grandma Got Ran Over by a Reindeer. I should know these things. Also, Ariel's solo just kind of fell flat too, and I love Jodie Benson. She is a wonderful singer and a wonderful voice actress. She actually started out on Broadway, which if you know me, you know I love Broadway. But Jodie Benson, she sang in this movie, and it was good. She was a good singer, but the song that was wrote for her just kind of didn't do her justice. Flounder in this movie is also very rebellious. He's still like scared of authority or whatever, but he participates in an underground music club. So he's pretty rebellious in this movie. And correct me if I'm wrong, because I haven't seen the original The Little Mermaid since I was probably 15 or 16. I haven't seen it in a very long time, so I could be wrong. But I believe that Flounder was very shy and cautious and like a coward. I could be wrong, I haven't seen it in like 10 years, but I remember him being very much a coward. So this is kind of out of character for him, if my memory serves me well. So at the time this movie takes place, it's been 10 years since the Queen died. Maybe it's time to try some therapy and learn how to deal with your emotions, King Triton. It's okay to still feel grief after that long, but this is unhealthy. A lot of problems in movies could definitely be solved with some therapy. So did they make this entire movie to kind of justify King Triton's distrust for humans? Because we didn't need that. If you remember in the first movie, he does not trust humans and does not want Ariel to be around them. So I was wondering if maybe they made this movie as kind of like to set that up. But we don't really need that. I think he had plenty of motives for not trusting humans with his teenage daughter. I'm totally against overprotective and possessive parenting, but I think it's safe to say that we would be a little cautious with our mermaid children dating humans. I'm just saying. Seems pretty logical to me. I usually try to relate the movies I review to an important issue, a theory, or at least something interesting, because we learn so much through the media we consume, especially children. But I've got nothing. I've got nothing here. I don't know why I picked this movie, really, I don't. I had tons of other contenders, but this one was kind of the shortest one, and it was getting late last night, so I was like, just throw it on. I remember liking it as a kid, And that's not the case nowadays. Maybe I should have left that in my past and had good thoughts about it. But now that I've watched it at 25, I'm like, this is just boring. And there's no logical plot. Like, why is any of this happening? And the music's not even that good. Like, I'm a musical fan. I love musicals a lot. I love Broadway. I love Disney musicals. I love movie musicals. Some musicals aren't that good, but most of the time I love them. So for me to not like a musical is kind of saying something. And the music in this movie was just not good. March has not been good for a movie musical month. I've just been doing whatever I wanted. People really shouldn't let me have control of anything. Because things like this happen. Anyways, I still don't know why I picked this movie. I had so many other choices. But I really wanted something that I didn't have to pay a whole lot of attention to. I was really tired last night. And I guess it served that purpose. Is this video even worth posting? Probably not. But I watched this movie, so I guess I have to review it and upload it. Because that's my rules. That's one rule I'm trying not to break. So yeah, there's Ariel's Beginnings. I felt like it was strictly a children's movie. It was made strictly for children. And it's probably why I liked it when I was in middle school. So I also just really like mermaids, so maybe that's why. But yeah, I will see you next time for episode 12. And we are going to be doing a serious musical for episode 12. I have already scheduled my watch for it. I've already scheduled. It's gonna be good, okay? It's gonna be a better movie, or at least one that's more new. Anyways, that's episode 11. I will see you for episode 12. Bye. Alright, let's talk about Song of the Week. I have my cat Bailey behind me. She's probably gonna be very distracting. She's wanting in my window. My plants are down there, so don't eat the plants. Billy, no. Billy, no. I have my lemon balm. It's growing pretty well. I'm gonna open my window. Give us a little more light at least. And I can watch her. Alright, let's ignore her. That really cast a bad shadow on me, Bailey. You're ruining my videos. So now it's time for Song of the Week. I'll close this now because she's not in there. Much better. Much more diffused, at least. Alright, let's talk about Song of the Week. So this week I'm kind of wanting to talk about a band that I really like, but also I'm going to talk about a specific song from them. So it's still Song of the Week. This week I want to talk about Floor. Floor is a band that I've been following since 2015, and they've talked about how they're going to be releasing a new album soon, so I thought it would be perfect timing to talk about Floor. Their most famous song is called Heart. I will play a portion of it now. So that's their most famous song. It's really good and catchy, and I love it. Today I wanted to talk about one of their newest releases that came out last year. It's called LMHO. It stands for Laying My Heart Out. And since they're going to be releasing a new album soon, we're going to talk about their most recent release. So here we go. What can I say? And that's the song that I'm going to be recommending today. So I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time for episode 12. We're going to be doing a better review. This week was just kind of a buffer. I wish I would have picked something a little better, but since I watched this movie last night, I kind of have to talk about it. Because this is 52 movies, and I'm talking about every movie I watched this year. So I will see you next time. Bye.